There is no constraint on the human mind, no wall around the human spirit, no barrier to our progress except those that we ourselves erect. Roland Rogan. Growing up in Nigeria, there are certain slangs and phrases that we have used and have shaped the way we think about money. From how much we're going to have and how much opportunities that we see around us, and if we are going to take advantage of those opportunities. For so many, the reason why they are poor is not the lack of money or lack of opportunities that is available to them, but because of the mindset they have grown with over the years. And this mindset is expressed in their day-to-day communication, which in the long run keeps them poor and constantly failing to recognize opportunities that are in front of them. So in this video, we're going to look at 6 Nigerian slangs or phrases that we have used over the years that have shaped our mindset about success and money. And also we're going to identify if they are overrated or underrated. If they're overrated, then they are not good and we need to change the way we think about these slangs and phrases. And if they're underrated, that means they're good and we can continue in this line of thoughts to change our lives and our mindset about success. My name is Emmanuel Williams. Welcome to AskNaija Money. On this YouTube channel, we talk about everything money, investment, personal finance that concerns every Nigerian from top to bottom. So going straight into these phrases, number one, which is mostly used by many Nigerians, is when they say there is no money in Nigeria. And this is highly overrated. This phrase is mostly used, especially when we have things to do and we don't have enough money for it. Then we conclude and say, there's no money in Nigeria, what are we going to do? Sometimes the reason why I think most people think this way is what the media has portrayed and told us about money in Nigeria, and that there's not enough of it, and a lot of people are poor because of no money. Thinking this way gives us the wrong assumption that there is shortage of wealth that can go around for everybody. And the government wouldn't mind us thinking this way, making us think that there is not enough money for everybody, and that ultimately makes them less accountable for the common wealth that is for the Nigerian people. But if you want to have a mindset of success and abundance, you must not give in to such thoughts. There is so much abundance for everybody, irrespective of what the media talks about or what people are saying about the country. And just to think of this, at the time I was doing my research, according to NIBSS, Nigeria has spent over 33 trillion naira just in the month of August alone on electronic transfers. It just makes you think, where them they see this money if they say there's no money in Nigeria? So there's a quote that says, great opportunities are not seen with your eyes, they are seen with your mind. Most people never get wealthy simply because they are not trained financially to recognize opportunities in front of them. So the next time you're tempted to say there is no money in Nigeria, why don't you say there's so much money in Nigeria and my mind is open to opportunities and ideas that will bring a lot of this money to me soon. How about that? So number 2 slangs that Nigeria use a lot is follow no road. In other words, imitate and follow those who have achieved what you want to achieve. And this most of the time is highly underrated. And I'll tell you why. So you see, in order to build a mindset that can achieve anything, a mindset of success is to learn from those who have already achieved the things that you want to achieve, who are already successful in what you're planning to do. I know in Nigeria, it is very, very common for successful people to show off their success and show off their wealth without ever telling you exactly how they did that. But that is changing already. For example, there's this Nigerian YouTuber that shows the successes of small businesses in Nigeria, and also there's another part that shows made in Africa, where people tell the story of how they made their businesses successful, from catering to shoes to fashion to music, whatever it is. These successful people, and they are willing to teach you how to be successful in those businesses. So number 3 is a little bit funny, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So number 3 is called sakpa, and it means the rate of being broke after spending extravagantly, and this is highly underrated. These are very emotional spenders. When they feel good, they spend. When they feel bad and they need to feel good, they spend. They don't budget and they don't save. Building a success or rich mindset requires 2 things: consistency and self-control. And saving helps you build these 2 skills. I understand that saving your money would yield to very little profits when kept in the bank, and this could largely discourage you from saving. But there are 2 important skills which you require in life, which savings help you build, which I've already mentioned before: self-control and consistency. And these 2 attributes can never be overemphasized if you want to build a successful life or a successful business. There's a quote here that says, the habit of saving is in itself an education. It fosters every virtue, teaches self-denial, cultivates the sense of order, trains to forethought, and so broadens the mind. So you might ask, where exactly should I start saving from? Well, a lot of people think that because they don't earn enough, that means they cannot save. But that's not true exactly. If you do not earn enough, that's a good time for you to save because you don't earn enough. If you earn way more than what you're earning, you're still not going to save because you have not imbibed the habit of saving. Personally, I use an app that helped me save and draw a budget for my income. I don't work with this company, but I just use the app for my personal benefits. And it's called PiggyVest. You can download the app on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. So number 4 in building a successful and a rich mindset is a Yoruba slang which is called Mafo or Malofo, something like that. It means don't break or resilience, which is highly underrated. You see, in Nigeria, there are a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of things that you have to contend with if you want to build a success mindset. You see, most successful entrepreneurs or individuals did not break when they are faced with limitations or problems. Rather, they saw the problem as an opportunity for them to come up with a solution that can be sold as a service or a product. Resilience is all about being able to overcome the unexpected. The goal of resilience isn't to just survive but thrive. So number 5 is what we popularly known as man no man, and this is highly overrated. It means a show of favoritism or nepotism. You see, this has placed the limit on the minds of people trying to achieve success because they think that before you become successful in whatever endeavor it is, maybe a business or a job, you need to know somebody in influential places or you come from a certain place in a country. You see, but don't get me wrong here. I'm not in denial that nepotism and favoritism, aka man no man, is a problem. I mean, it exists everywhere, in every school, in every workplace, in every business, even in the government. But you see, just because you don't know anybody in influential places or you don't come from a particular part of the country, doesn't mean you shouldn't try or make an effort in a particular endeavor. What I would suggest you do is that you stop focusing on your limitations and focus on your abilities. Because you see, the only limitations you have are the ones you believe in. So going straight to number 6, back in the days, the good old days. And this is highly overrated. You must have heard people say back in the early 60s when 1 naira was $1, Nigeria was good. Or a few years ago, the economy was better than it is today. So you see, this is not exactly true because back in those days, people also complained about the economy and how bad things were going. So you wishing for the good old days is a mirage and it doesn't really exist. Because you see, having this mindset prevents us from seeing the opportunities that are in front of us right now and the possibilities of the future. And that's because success belongs to those who live in the present and not in the past. In every age, the good old days were a myth. No one ever thought they were good at the time. For every age has consisted of crises that seems intolerable to the people who live through them. So that is it for this video. 6 phrases and slangs that we have used over the years that has molded our mindset about success as Nigerians, the ones that we should keep and the ones we should not keep. So let me know in the comment section below if there are other phrases or slangs that I did not cover that you think that has to be included, that has helped you change your mindset about success. Thanks for watching again. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.